do you know if he lost to Jell0 or?
He lost to Jell0. It was
Okay.
it was a tragic second stock. He was Charizard and he accidentally side beat off stage. And it was Town and City, so
The for glory tactic.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. If he didn't do that, was he like in the lead by quite a margin, or was it like?
I think it
close?
was possible, but I don't know if it was like a guaranteed thing.
Okay. All right, so Jibe and Jell0, Yoshi versus Villager. I feel like this matchup is quite hard for Jell0, more so because he sort of does get comboed, and Yoshi does really well versus Villager off stage. And I don't think Armor is able to be beaten until probably about 70 or 80 margin, unless it's like close
This is a
range.
very strong move.
Yeah.
Definitely not going to be getting it with Fair and Bear.
Yeah, if he gets at the higher percent, he's sort of going to have to try to get it up close, which is also risky because, again, if it doesn't break, Yoshi can just armor and hit him while he's going towards him, so it's very risky. Well, these are both two air-type characters, so we're probably either going to see a lot of projectiles, or Jibe's either going to try to stay more grounded, try to power shield, and force his way through. He also can't throw too much eggs either, because the pocket is a thing and does a decent amount of damage thrown back at him. And
Do they come out at the same trajectory, though?
I'm pretty sure they do. I could be wrong.
I haven't seen a ton of pocketed eggs.
Another thing he could also do is, like, it's very rare, but he could also pocket the star, but I honestly don't think the star would do anything, considering it does very little knockback and stun. I know with egg shot, he could combo it into down throw egg shot into like a slingshot right after.
Yeah. So what we're seeing here is a somewhat of an even game at the beginning, trying to get the shield down with that dare. So definitely getting a lot of moves to hit here, interrupting Jibe with whatever he's planning. Despite what you were saying, though, throwing out a lot of eggs.
Yeah, it's basically egg versus slingshot at this point, and as you saw there, the armor actually coming in clutch for Jibe, as you saw Jell0 throw out that slingshot, but to no avail.
Yeah.
Okay, tree coming in place, and that actually will be quite important whenever Jibe is off stage, and wow, that Lloyd actually interrupting the forward air.
It hadn't started quite flying yet, so I don't think it would have worked. Jell0 finally getting one of these eggs. Another?
And
Where did the other
I'm
one
surprised. I guess he got hit out of it.
Yeah, I guess so. And yeah, you were right. Comes out mostly at the same trajectory. Ooh, trying to get the fair again there. Doesn't quite wait it out long enough.
And very good up air. And that's the problem with being at the deficit versus Yoshi in this matchup specifically, is because you don't really have strong hitting moves unless you get like a read. And because Yoshi's in the air a lot, it's hard for you to get your setups as Villager. So
yeah,
you basically have to try to edge guard him as he's coming back to the stage whenever you throw him off. Oh, the dunk, but unfortunately low percent, so I'm not going to be starting him too far horizontally or vertically. Oh, I like that. Jab into axe, and if he did actually hit with the jab, it does true combo into it. Ooh, very nice way of getting back onto the stage by Jibe. Ooh, sees the lack of the jump. Ooh, up tilt. Unfortunately, too high to get the follow-up. And wow, that Lloyd actually. Oh no, it was Jell0's Lloyd, so he wasn't going to get hit by it.
Yeah.
And wow, that was some big damage. And continuing, 45% string off of the tree.
What a follow-up. Tree sprouting into down air.
Oh, but he's dead.
There we go, yeah.
All right, so that was looking pretty good for Jibe. Just needs one more, and he's going to have to play Toronto Joe. And Jell0, honestly, that was going back and forth, but To be honest, it was more Jibe getting the upper hand with getting the chip damage more than Jell0. So he's going to have to try to play it more safe in the projectile game, and he's going to have to try to get Yoshi at a higher percent so that way he can get the upper hand and gain those kills. And once he gets it first, then he can basically play defensive as much as he wants until Yoshi gets a stock on him.
Yeah.
Because they both play the same way in terms of how the character works, but considering Yoshi has better airspeed and much more kill power and is heavy, it's going to be hard for Jell0 to be on top of that with those perks being the advantage.
Gonna see a go to Battlefield, it looks like, which I was mostly expecting seeing how Jell0's been playing today. This is definitely going to allow him to throw stuff like bowling balls off and not get as punished as much.
Yeah, although he's going to have to be careful as well when he's on the platform, because most Yoshis, as we saw Jibe go for before on the Smashville platforms, that he went for that downer on that shield. So, and if timed correctly and immediately, he can actually, if it pokes, he can combo it into an up air potentially.
Using the Lloyd Rocket to stall at the ledge there, not quite catch it, but to just stay right there. Shield's getting really low because of that down air.
Oh, try to jump away, but that forward air going to send him right back down.
It's the forward air into jab because all the hit stun it's going to give because it's a spike.
Ooh, good interruption. Unfortunately, did not get the complete center. Otherwise, that most likely would send him straight down.
Yeah. And it broke the armor too, so it's definitely something that I feel like Jell0 is going to be looking for a lot more now that he saw that, if he caught on to it. Just got the read for the roll around the Lloyd, which happened against some other players as well. Doesn't quite follow it through. Definitely throwing out a massive amount of projectiles here. Starting to try and play defensive, but he doesn't quite have the upper hand yet. So, yeah, there we go. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Has him at the ledge, but the jab's just going to mash on his shields.
And you sort of do have to take that, because especially when both of you are right at the ledge and you're not really going anywhere. It's a good thing you didn't have the trio, otherwise he could have potentially shield broken with a jab into axe.
Yeah.
Even then, still going to get up smash to lose that stock. And now, again, Jell0 at the deficit. He's going to try to take out the stock as quickly as possible.
Doesn't get all the shield damage that he usually gets, but he does get the actual damage, which is also a useful bonus. Following the Lloyd, because it's an option that the opponent has to respect if they can't reflect it somehow, because it does moderate amount of damage and doesn't launch them too far, meaning that Jell0 can probably follow up fairly well. Most opponents will try and roll around it, and Jell0 will have an option already picked. Ooh.
Ooh, unfortunately, popped him out too high, so not able to get that follow-up.
Ooh. Feel like you should have thrown the axe there.
Yeah.
Up smash is right where you threw the Lloyd. Interesting choice.
Ooh, a little bit too hasty there.
It looks like he's trying to reach for kills that aren't quite there.
Yeah, at the ledge back for the will kill, but with the mobile Yoshi such as Jibe, it's very hard to try to catch him, especially when he's been doing a very good job of shimmying back and forth to try to bait out that grab as well. Good anti-air with that down air. And up, F tilt.
Yeah. Oh. Mashes out in time and doesn't get followed up by the fair. Pushes him away with the sprinkling can. Not sure if that was planned or not, but either way it worked. Ooh, he uses the tree to make the hitbox lag a bit.
Yeah, definitely delays the hitbox, and Jell0 caught off guard by going to be hitting it, and a clean 2-stock by Jibe, and he's going to move on to play Toronto Joe in Losers Finals. So good stuff to Jell0 with 4th. Quite a respectable amount of wins along the way. He beat David Give. He beat